Aloha, my name is Deepa. Welcome to Let's Evolve Together. And happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. I don't even know if that's a word, Tauruses, but I'm going to use it. So basically, I'm so excited to bring you this reading today. I feel like you've been waiting for this. That's the energy I get. Also, I thought you might laugh at this. When I was shuffling, I was getting out all your decks, I was shuffling all the cards. What I was feeling was this energy of you wanting to open all your presents right now, like not wanting to wait. And I thought you would think that was pretty funny. I think, I don't know if you're feeling that, like you want to open all your presents right now and you don't want to wait. There's also, when I looked into the Akashic Records, this energy of anticipation about something. So it reminds me of children anticipating Christmas morning. Apologies if you don't celebrate Christmas, of course. But there's this anticipation of, there's going to be gifts. Something special is waiting for you. And you can hardly sit still. You can hardly sleep. And I don't know, please let me know in the comments if you're feeling any of this. It feels like excitement. It feels like a little bit of, unsettledness. And I feel like, having those material things, let's say it really is a physical thing, right? Wanting to open all your presents right now, not wanting to wait. I feel like if it is a physical thing, it kind of orientates you to your place in the world. It grounds you in a way. And so when you have this, being a Taurus, if you have this tactile physical thing, it sort of places you somewhere and you're really wanting that for yourself. So this makes me feel like, okay, maybe you've been jostled about a bit by the astrological energies and you're craving something familiar or something precious, or just that feeling of something that's known, right? Something that's seen, something that's felt. So all these, it's really beautiful energy, Taurus. I have to say, it feels like putting on a silk robe on a Sunday morning and going out onto the lanai or patio to, watch the ocean or just be with the birds, or it feels like that. And so, obviously there's all this Venus energy, Venus being your ruling planet. There's all this Venusian energy that's already supporting and moving through your reading. So I'm really excited to see what shows up here. Happy birthday. You have arrived. And they're also telling me to say you've been doing a really good job at maintaining your own grounded center, your own grounded connection to the earth while things move around you rapidly. So I do see them pointing out the fact that at times it can be challenging to move with change or go with the flow. There is this energy of wanting to hold on a little bit. And so, maybe that will come up in the reading, like as far as, pointing out what can be helpful at this time to surrender. What are some good questions to ask yourself? What will make this whole process of growth, evolution, and change a little easier on your psychic system, feel a little better to your body? Because like I said, I think you're craving or wanting things to feel good again. So if there has been a lot of tumult or change for you in particular, I feel like, especially right now, especially during Taurus season, you are going to be getting a little bit of a break. Of course, we have Mercury retrograde in your season. That is going to benefit you greatly. I know Mercury retrograde can be a pain in the butt at times, but it pulls us inward for self-reflection and asks us to take some time out to rest and recover. And I do feel like you're actually wanting that. So it will support where your energy's pulling you toward, which is a double great thing for you. Double yes there. Okay, so welcome and let's get started. Okay, so we've got two very special decks to start. These are by Kim Kranz. This one is the Alchemy deck. This one is the Archetype deck. So, for instance, we're going to see how you're showing up in the Archetype deck as maybe which archetype you're being activated for you right now as far as lessons are concerned. We usually learn through archetypes. And then the alchemy. How can we, what energy is there to support us as we transmute, as we learn, as we grow? Like, what are we experiencing? Are we shedding? Are we blooming? Are we alchemizing? Like, what is it? So this is going to give us. So let's start with the archetype deck and see exactly how, and remember, you know, this is a general reading for all Taurus who are watching this video. If something doesn't resonate, that's perfectly okay. Definitely keep the jewels and gems that do resonate with you and just leave the rest for somebody else. Okay, so let's see. For Taurus, those who fall in the Taurus birthday zodiac sign, what is the archetype they're working with at this time for their growth and evolution and their lessons? Wow. The Maiden. I mean, this is so Venusian already. Look at that. And by the way, I brought out the rose for you, and I used some rose oil, which is higher heart chakra, self-love, compassion, and I have the Go Love Yourself candle lit. So lots of beautiful pink, soft energy. And we have a number 8 here. So this is the infinity symbol sign. Okay. So we do have this depiction of, it looks like breasts to me on the card. I feel like this is Empress energy, and this is about fertility. This is abundance. I feel like this is, because you're basically showing up as the first card out, I feel like this is going to be a really powerful time for you where you're really feeling like yourself. You're feeling like you're in alignment. You're wanting this alignment. You've worked hard for this. And it's a very abundant energy, fertile, abundant, creative. This energy of multiplication or multiplying oneself as far as being able to share yourself with the world through your work or the way you offer service to the world. So it's basically like what it looks like is seeing your own reflection reflected back at you, which can be very empowering and inspiring. There's a blooming flower here, so maybe you are in a blooming time, and you are excited to and you want to just open all your presents at once, because this is a exhilarating time for you. This is a plentiful, abundant time for you. And I think Jupiter is in Taurus or moving into Taurus. I'll have to look that up. Sorry. So that actually makes sense because Jupiter expands everything it touches. So if you have Jupiter moving into one of Venus's planets, you're going to have this expansion of soft energies, loving energies, beautiful energies, and abundant energies. Everything that Venus represents, our beliefs, our values, love, abundance with money, even health. So it does feel like even the positive attributes are multiplying for you over this season. So, and that'll bring us right into summer. So maybe you're also waiting to graduate from something that just came through, like you've been studying, you're waiting to get your certificate or your diploma or your master's in something, whatever it was that you may have been studying. It feels like there's like this feeling of you're so proud of yourself and you're just wanting to move on with it already and enjoy it, like celebrate. So, okay, so I think we'll put this over here as the archetype card, and we'll probably end up referring back to that quite a bit. Now let's see what the alchemy deck says as far as this energy is concerned. These decks that she creates are a little tricky to shuffle, but the decks are so incredible. Whoa, more roses. Like, this is incredible. Magnum opus, the great work. Yes, I mean, this is exactly what I was picking up on and these are about to bloom, and these look like tulips to me. Oops, let me lower that. Okay. Sorry about that. So this feels like the energy of spring. So this is just, I just feel like this is almost like you've been working hard internally. That's also what comes up, is like you've been working hard on your spiritual growth or your personal growth and evolution. And you're you're really wanting that to be reflected out into the world. For instance, you can accelerate in your own personal growth and evolution, and then you sort of are in this holding period or this waiting period where you're waiting for the universe to see that you've changed, to respond to the changes that you've made inside. So this can be a time of, and this is maybe why you're wanting to open all your presents at once. You may be needing to implement some patience right now, because it takes time for the tangible 3D reality to catch up with something that's more subtle, and that work you've done internally. It's yes, it's here in the present moment, in the now moment, in this reality, but it exists on a more subtle level. This has to do with something you've internally alchemized within you and changed within you. So this has to do with your psychic system and opening your chakras to new levels and learning very big spiritual lessons. And it's almost like you can see all the change and growth, but somebody else who doesn't know you, or somebody who does know you, may or may not necessarily be able to see that yet, because external changes have not been made yet. So I feel like you're wanting to make these external changes to match up with your internal new level of awareness and new understanding of self. So the great work is like, this has been the work of your life. Like, you've worked all the way through your whole life to get to this point until now. And you're seeing also a bigger picture come together. So pieces of a puzzle come together, and you're really wanting and can't wait to share that. And mostly your understanding of how that process was for you. So I'm also seeing that some of you are ready or working toward becoming teachers of some sort, or getting ready to work with people one-on-one, like clients, for instance. But it's almost this energy of, okay, you've graduated and it's time for you to share. And I think, excuse me, I think what the universe is wanting from you, especially with Mercury retrograde, remember there's a slowdown with Mercury retrograde, a rest and reflection time. And you may want to get up and get going, but this was such a massive shift and such a great amount of internal work for you that Spirit usually gives us these breaks, right? The universe gives us these pauses to collect ourselves, to go over any details that we may have missed. Like, that's the review. So you're given this review period so that you can sort of collect yourself and continue the integration and digestion process of what just happened. So it's not quite time yet to jump out there, but it is a wonderful time to give back to yourself. That's what I'm getting. This is all about giving back to you. So, self-love, self-compassion, doing things that you really enjoy, things that fill your cup, taking a break, a little vacation, going on a little trip perhaps. There's something here about give yourself something special at this time, that this is really well deserved. It's great timing. It's also your birthday, so why not? But it's you're in between phases, you're in between cycles, so they're not going to just want you to jump to the next cycle. They want you to do a rest and review, okay? So definitely comment on how you're feeling about that, and if you are feeling a little bit of impatience or just wanting to move on. You're done with this part, you want to move on to the next part. I totally get that. You already want to start building your new life. That's the Empress energy that you naturally have. You're ready to start creating and manifesting with what you've got now. Spirit is also saying that there's a lot of building you can do with your imagination first. And don't forget to open your mind to possibilities that you may not have thought of. And there's a lot of potential that exists in a creative imagination. So go there first. I know you're like, I've already done all that. But they're wanting more opening here, I feel, in the third eye and the crown. The third eye, to imagine your intentions, to imagine your new life, and to open the box a little bit on what you think is possible with this line of work or with what you want to do with your life next. It feels like the reason they're wanting you to go back and reflect and review is because there's something that needs to be looked at a little differently, you need to turn on your head, right? This is the energy of the Hanged Man in the tarot. He's hung himself upside down in order to get a new perspective, a fresh perspective. And that's what Mercury retrograde does and is. And he just turning things around. So if you choose at this time to really use the energy of Mercury retrograde and take your rest time, reflect, integrate, digest. A piece will arrive from that, a piece of something, a knowingness that you need in order to move on and build and create through the next cycle. So this is very important as part of the process, and it's not to be skipped, okay? Wow, very cool, Taurus. Okay. So I just want to see where we want to go next with this. Okay, so let's start in the higher realms. So I've got the Lemurian deck out. I feel like this is very strong. Lemurian energy, very Venusian. It reminds me of, living in Hawaii, of course, but the tropics. The Hawaiian Islands are known to be some of the last pieces of land left from Lemurian times. And we've got the dolphins and just that energy of the Empress all around. Everything's a slower pace here. And this is that energy of just enjoying being on the beach and with the sand, just enjoying feeling good. So the Lemurian deck is very connected to that feel good energy and lots of pinks and purples, higher chakras. Remember I said, I feel like they're wanting you to open your third eye a little more. So let's see what Lemuria has to say to you at this time, what might be coming up or through as you stop and reflect. I think we'll take 2 of these. I've got a bunch. Wow, reclaim your energy. So definitely, reclaim is another Mercury retrograde word for sure, and it's also a number 42, which breaks down to a 6. And look, she's got this crown she's putting right over her third eye. See that? This lotus crown. And it connects directly to her heart chakra and the higher heart, which is what they were saying. And then here's an eye right here. And 14 earth. Wow, and you're an earth sign, so here we are. This is a 5 broken down in numerology, and it says nurture nature. So wow, what a gorgeous card this is. I mean, it is Mother Earth, this card. It's so beautiful, all the colors. Her hair extends into these trees, which becomes her crown chakra. That is gorgeous. I love the artwork on these cards. Okay, so there's something here about tapping into, so basically you're taking time out to reclaim your energy, right? When you do this consciously and gratefully, there is, as you call your consciousness back to your body, you're calling it home to yourself. You're calling all your energy back home. It's not with other people. It's not with other people's projections. It's not with your worries, your concerns, or your anxieties. It's not even with your intentions. Right now, you're just simply saying, I call my energy home. And you're allowing it to fill you back up, because we get really stretched out throughout our days and our lives. And before we realize it, our energy has been depleted. Okay, so this is about calling all your consciousness and energy back to your body, this is your life force energy. You're calling it home. And through that process, you're filling your cup and you're nurturing your natural self. You're nurturing your connection to source. And through that process, you're uncovering gifts you didn't know you had, or activating psychic gifts. Remember, I was seeing a lot with the third eye, and this definitely is the realm of psychic gifts. All your clairs are activated here. Clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance. That's clear knowing. So as you get grounded again with your own energy, then you have more of your energy to help you recognize and reveal what it is you need to know right now, and to support those gifts that you naturally have before you shift into a new cycle. So this is some of the presents that you're being offered from the universe and from yourself in your own work, that your energy and your spirit is like, cannot wait to open. So if you dive, gracefully into this Mercury retrograde period, I feel like you're going to come through it with gifts, with realizations, with activations, with healing, with energy, with a new supply, like a new connection to source, to yourself, and a new energy supply. So this feels like because I'm getting that from this, is that there's gifts that are wanting to be birthed from you, from your soul, from your Akashic records into this life here now, that are untapped or untouched. And it's going to take this, look how much she's going within here, pulling all her energy in. And as she does, her chakras light up and connect to source, to divine, to higher realms, galactic realms. And then through that, it's like that's your feeding tube. And you're connected to your ancestors, and they're able to release these light codes and activations to you because you've worked. The only reason you're getting this next level is because you've worked for it and you're ready for it. Now they're wanting you to receive, okay? Step back, rest, receive, and reflect. Receive is your word right now. Not doing, just being, and being open to receive. That's what I'm getting with that. I'm actually going to place these off to the side because they're quite big, and we can always refer back to those. Okay, let's see where I want to go next. I will wait on this. Okay, so let's see what kind of energy what is the universe wanting from you at this time? Okay, besides what we've already been finding out, I feel like the messages are very clear and strong. Okay. There's something also about honoring the feminine with this Maiden card. So I don't know if that's about honoring the women in your life, honoring your own femininity, whether you're masculine or feminine, honoring that divine feminine within you, honoring the mother, anyone who represents that energy to you, and honoring the intuitive, mysterious, creative parts of yourself. Oh, look at this, patience. Wow. I mean, there it is. You're getting repeat messages, quite a few. You know, I was feeling them in your Akashic records. They're already coming through the cards. And again, wow. Okay, what else for Taurus? Truth. So maybe one of the gifts that's wanting to arrive is a truth you haven't recognized. I did a light language reel this morning on my Instagram channel called Light Language Tarot. And it was, we got the card, express your truth. So the light language I did was for expressing your truth. So if you want to go listen to that, it may help you pull through this energy. Or you can just set the intentions with your spirit guides. Help me to recognize a truth that needs to come to the surface. You know, a truth is also a gift. You're waiting to open these gifts. It's like this epiphany energy keeps coming up. So be patient. I feel like it's right here underneath the surface. What else does the universe want from you at this time? Gateway, yeah. So you are really at this gateway where you're almost ready to take off. This is a unicorn. This is a sort of portal he's about to gallop through. This is a card of liberation and freedom. There's waterfalls here in the background. The sun is beaming right on the unicorn horn. Remember, we're talking about the third eye. So maybe there's a truth here. You know, maybe you're wanting to use your psychic gifts more and you're wanting to get out there and share them with the world. The universe is saying, hold on. You're about to go through this massive gateway. You need a little more preparation. And I feel like there's this anticipation, like, I just want to go, I want to do it. Maybe they just really want to ground you too. Okay, grounding is a really important aspect of psychic work. You have to make sure you're always connected to your own inner core, as well as doing those visualizations for grounding and centering and protecting your energy to do your spiritual hygiene, to make sure that you're not taking on things, energies that aren't yours, and then you're having to figure out what's what, and it can be really confusing in your subtle energy field and polluting. So let me just feel into these without talking. So give me a moment here. Wow, so I've never seen this in this card. There's actually a picture of a man's face here, and he's blowing into the tree. And right now I'm wondering what planet represents truth. I mean, I think they all represent truth. You know, the planets represent our highest potential and our exemplification of our integrity if we want it to. So here we have a picture of a man, and he's blowing on this tree. And the tree is, you know, it's a tree. It's connected to the earth. I feel like you may be exploring the idea of moving house or changing your life completely, because he's almost creating a wind. It's like the winds of change. He's blowing on this tree, which is deeply rooted to the earth, and he's wanting to create change. Also, here we have the bird ready, you know, he's in flight or she's in flight. And they're saying, you know, and there's this gateway, like you're wanting to take off, and the universe is saying, hold on, you don't have all the information that you need yet. And with Mercury in retrograde, that's often the case. So the suggestion and the guidance is normally wait till after Mercury goes out of retrograde, even after until Mercury leaves its shadow period afterward. And then see what new details have emerged in that period of time, and then go, or then make your decision. So it's definitely not time yet, okay? You're getting a lot of, and there's a truth coming up about that. There's a truth that needs to be revealed so that you have more details, more puzzle pieces, so that you can make a more aligned decision for yourself. And it's coming, it's very soon. We're talking about being ready to make these decisions by June. And it's just this energy of you wanting to get going already. And I can feel that, because it's, you know, how do you hold back a prancing unicorn? Or a bird wanting to take flight? I mean, you're already there. Do you know what I mean? You're already there. So it's like you're just waiting on the universe to match your energy. And that can be the hardest part, because that's the part that involves divine timing. Okay. But if you wait for that divine timing, it's going to be so much more fluid, and you're going to be able to go with the flow. You'll have the support of the astrological energies underneath you. It's like choosing to fly with the direction of the wind or against it, if that makes sense. Okay. Really powerful reading, you guys. I mean, I was definitely feeling you before, like basically something funny that happened. I was going to turn on the camera before I was even ready, because I was getting so much information. And I just wanted to start talking already, because I didn't want to lose it, which happens sometimes once I turn the camera on and I get all situated. It's like, oh, what was I getting? So don't worry, it's all here. It's all coming through. And, you know, the biggest one I got at that moment was you wanting to open all your presents at once, and this orientation that it gives you to your place in the world and how important that is for you. And that's why you're wanting to get going. But the universe is like, yes, it's happening. It's all happening. But we need more patience from you, because you don't have all the pieces yet. Okay. So let's definitely start now. How is this showing up in the tarot? Okay. How is this? So I pre-shuffled these already. What's happening right now, tarot and spirit? So you got 3 cards. 7 of Stars. Yeah, you've planted your seeds. You invested your time. Ace of Cups in reverse. And Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. Under the 7 of Stars, please. Under the 7 of Stars, please. 2 of Cups in reverse. Under the Ace of Cups in reverse, please. Knight of Crystals, that would be the Swords in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse gets Judgment in reverse. Okay. So just in bottom of the deck is the Star. So this is maybe all the healing work you've been doing. And then we have the Moon. So this just kind of double confirms. And then we have the Devil. You have 3 major arcanas down here at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands. So I'm going to stop there, because I feel like I could just go on forever. But basically, okay, yeah, it's like I said, you've been growing a lot, okay? Massive amounts of personal growth, change, and transformation. You're evolving. You're recognizing your shadow, healing the shadow, bringing truths to the surface. We have the truth, bringing truths to the surface for yourself. Why, like for instance, because this feels like relationship stuff, let's say, why do I always track this one type of relationship, for instance? Let's just say that. Or where do my relationship patterns come from? And recognizing that there's a truth that's come to the surface and you're healing it about why you do the things you do and the way that you do them in relation to your relationships, the world, everything. It's a big realization of self. So I can see why you're excited to show the world the new you or get moving on a different thing, because you've really grown from what it's represented. This is the Seven of Stars. Is I've planted my seeds and I've watched them grow. I wanna pick the fruit. That's the energy of the Seven of Stars. Right underneath it, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. So to me, and then you have these two stars here, right? I feel like you've been nurturing a relationship of some sort. Whether this is an intimate romantic relationship, it may be different for all of you, or you're talking about something that's near and dear to your heart, like a mission or passion, for instance. I feel like the energy is basically, I put a lot of energy into healing this. And I'm ready to see the results. I'm ready to get the results. I'm ready to have the thing. It feels like it was a false start. The Ace of Cups in reverse, to me, especially right now in this reading, feels like a false start. So you're really, you worked hard on trying to harmonize. You've used your faculties of higher consciousness to try to heal and harmonize a connection you had with you and someone else, or with you and your reality. You did that by doing your inner work. The healing has happened. I'm feeling like someone that was involved was not exactly standing up, was not exactly waking up to their purpose in the equation. And it was keeping everything stagnant. So I'm just wondering, are you ready? The question I have is, if this is a relationship, are you ready to move on and let this person go? Or are you still wanting this relationship? So that's what we're asking. So what now, Spirit? Because this person has grown. Here we have the Hangman in reverse. Let's pick a couple more for this energy. Can we have a couple more? I would say you're ready to move on. Ace of Stars. You're wanting a new beginning. So you've healed from this thing that was potentially not great for you or supportive, and the Queen of Stars. Wow. So two energies in the Pentacles. You're ready to be in your power. The Hangman, that's amazing that it showed up, first of all, because I was seeing it, right? I was seeing the Hangman. You're feeling that impatience because you're ready for this new beginning. You've done so much work. It's like you don't want to be in that old energy anymore. You're ready for this new chapter, new beginning. Like I said, you want to open all your presents. Like you're ready for this whole new book. And look at that, the bunny as a symbol of fertility. And remember, you got the maiden. So this is a blooming for you. And you don't want to feel like your flower's blooming, yet you can't share it with anyone. So I get that. That makes sense to me. That really resonates. I think they're just wanting you to receive from all the hard work you've done. And you're going to get, at least from my perspective, on my own healing and growth journeys, every so often I get these reminders from Spirit. Okay, now it's time to receive. Slow down, rest, and just receive. We're just going to bring love to you and into your life. We just want you to put your feet up. And another energy that usually shows up is just take time right now to be grateful, to have gratitude for how far you've come. And we get these automatic, let's say, chapter. You know how in YouTube there's chapters and you can pick which ones that you want. So it's like you get these automatic pauses, basically, that are already set up in your life and in your life cycles to take a break. And you're at one of those breaks. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that metaphor made sense. But yeah, you're just wanting to birth this new thing. And I totally see that. So let's see, Two of Stars in reverse, Flower of Life in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. It's the same energy that I'm seeing. Okay, so, okay, what is the guidance right now? Seven of Wands in reverse. This is the time to rest, because Seven of Wands upright is this energy of you're defending something, you're fighting for something. In reverse, it's like putting down the weapons, or lowering your defenses. And when the universe is saying, okay, open up to receive, you've got to lower the defenses. Okay, that's how it works. Nine of Crystals, so that's the Nine of Swords. There is a little bit of energy here caught in the mind with anxiety and worry. So the Nine of Swords is typically, in the traditional tarot, somebody awake in the middle of the night, they can't sleep, and it's because they're thinking. They're just like, okay, rest your mind. So if you need to practice mantra repetition, or listen to mantras on YouTube, or put on some sound healing music, all that stuff is so widely available on YouTube. Pick what resonates with you, and anything to get your energy out of your mind and more into your body. Ground yourself. Remember, we got earth, nurture nature. So ground yourself, do exercise. Spend time in nature, plant the garden, right? Because you got that Seven of Pentacles. And what else? Okay, yeah, another card, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. It indicates put down the conflict, put down the worry, stop fighting, stop the struggle, put down the struggle. That's what I was looking for. Put down the struggle. So this is the guidance from Spirit. And go into prayer, right? Whatever that means to you. It's time to honor self. It's time to honor the earth. It's such a beautiful time too with Earth Day. The earth is here for you, supporting you at this time. Spend time with her. Allow that temperance energy. So the earth will offer this energy of temperance, where we can take what feels like two different sides of ourselves. The Two of Stars is also the Two of Pentacles. And temperance takes two cups and merges one into the other. So there's this beautiful, harmonious energy of melding happening, merging, allowing two things to become one. That's integration. And that's what I feel like they're wanting from you, is integration, balance, and harmony. So in order to get to that place, this card also reminds me of taking time to offer something up to the universe, releasing something that we cannot control, saying, okay, universe, I don't know what to do with this anymore. It's all yours, whether you're talking to Source, your spirit guides, or your higher self. It's all yours. Please help me with this. It's not because you're giving up. It's because you truly are at a loss for the next step. And so you're saying, please guide me toward my next best steps. I think what they're really wanting from you is to just rest. Put it down. Whatever it is, put it down. Go be with nature. A lot of knots are about to be unraveled, okay, once you settle that energy, because it's very amped up, it feels like. It feels like Aries energy or fiery energy. You got a lot of wands. So, yeah, I'm just getting that energy for you repeatedly to rest, reflect, review, receive. Okay, so you're getting really hit with this Mercury retrograde. But like I said, I think it's going to serve you a lot. Okay. Now let's see how this is showing up in the Kepler deck. This is the fortune-telling deck. What are we seeing here for Taurus? Wow, marriage number 3. Another 3, 21, family room. Wow, 17, there's your gift. What, my gosh, we've been talking about. So this could also be the energy of, okay, you've been waiting on a relationship to take off to its next level for some of you. And you're waiting on that engagement. So, I mean, look at this. 3, 21 is a 3, so 3, 3, and then an 8. So you got an 8 before too with the maiden. And this gift looks like an engagement box. So some of you might be waiting on that next level of the relationship. Maybe it's not an engagement, maybe it is. It'll be different for everybody. Please tell me in the comments if you think you might be getting engaged. And you're like, when is it going to happen? I want to get married already. And so, you know, there's this angst. And Spirit's like, okay, it's all happening. Don't worry. Just stay grounded. You know, don't get all amped up. You know, you're rallying yourself up. You're agitating your nervous system. Grounding food, time in nature, you know, all that kind of thing. Let things unfold in the natural way. You got nurture nature. Let it unfold in its natural way. Okay, so if you're not about to get married, let me just feel into this a little bit. This energy also can have to do with ancestry and receiving something as a inheritance. Okay, so gift coming from the family line, for instance. Excuse me. This is very powerful. Let's do 3 more of these, please, Spirit. 38, 33, 23. Okay. So 38, toil and labor, 33, concern, and 23, courthouse. Okay, so the other scenario, if you're not about to get married, is waiting for the courts to decide in your favor over a divorce settlement. So I could see how this could go either way, and you're going to have to say, you know where you're at. But it feels like with gift, with the Jupiter and Taurus energy, this feels like the gift will be awarded to you. And you know what that gift would be. That would feel like that gift for you. So maybe you're waiting to hear the outcome of a court ruling. Because we have courthouse, we have concern. This is somebody wondering what the ruling is going to turn out to be. And then toil and labor. So this is, if you get this gift, it will release you of a lot of like this burden of doing work that doesn't necessarily fit your passions or what you're meant to be doing in the world, but you're having to do it to make ends meet. So it's going to allow you not total, you know, freedom, but it's going to give you what you need to be able to shift your life completely and into a new direction. So this feels good. I mean, it feels like things are going to work in your favor. Please let me know if any of these scenarios resonate with you, because there's a lot that's coming up here, definitely. Yeah, close to the heart. Everything very close to home, very close to the heart. So really interesting. I could definitely see, especially with what the tarot was saying, how this could also be the dissolving or dissolution of a marriage or long-term partnership, and then divvying up what you shared in ownership. And also could have to do with children, especially with family room and concern. So again, with the temperance energy of 2 cups here, this is the star card, but we have 2 cups here. So you've been patient. You've been patient. So I feel like it's all happening. Truth will come to the surface, right? You got the truth card. And then you're going to be set free to go on with your life, free to live your own life, free from the confines of what this represented for you. So really powerful, you guys, super powerful. Reclaim your energy. So I feel like it's coming together. Like this has been a big thing for you. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull an animal spirit guide. Let's see what animals are around you at this time to help you through this. And I think what we'll do is some guidance cards to finish, okay? So let's see. We have the butterfly, which is 28, which is a 10. So the finality of a cycle, the ending of a cycle. So that's confirming right there. And of course, the butterfly is transformation. And transformation of your soul in particular. And then the 4, which is wisdom, owl. Like you have everything you need within you for your stability at this time. While everything changes around you, you're able to be that rock for yourself and for the ones you care about. 23, which is a 5. See, we have this 23 also. You're getting news, Raven. So we've got courthouse ruling, the papers have been delivered, and you're getting news. It's coming. Okay, it's coming. Wow, that's really powerful. Look at that card. There's a man in between the beak. He has a shield and a sword. And ravens are the spirit guides. They're the messengers from the spirit realm to earth. They bring news. They bring information from the unseen world. Wow. So I feel like, okay, the news is coming. Use your wisdom and your understanding of how to keep up your spiritual hygiene at this time to keep yourself grounded and centered so you don't get all riled up. And the last one is your will, number 34, which is tiger. And we have these beautiful Hindu dancers on here. So your will, taming the tiger. Yeah, I do feel like this is a time when you're taming those really strong energies within you that don't want to wait, don't want to be patient, and just want to move on already. You're just so ready to move on. So that's what this feels like. No matter which camp you fall into, you're just ready to step up to the next level and move forward. I'm definitely feeling that overall. Okay, so I'm hoping you're liking this reading so far for sure. Let's see where we want it. So let's see what angels are guiding you at this time. What angels are guiding you and protecting you at this time, Taurus? Wow, Archangel Michael, number 1. Okay, we've got Defender and Protector of Earth. Reveals truth, another truth. The truth is coming out. Restores faith, reassurance, strength. Here we go, strength again. Courage, resolve, cutting cords, helping you to release the past. Call on me when you feel afraid, lonely, in despair, or are in need of courage and protection. The crystal is sapphire. The day is Sunday, and it says trust. You're getting a lot of beautiful message here that things are going to go your way, Taurus. A lot of beautiful energy here. And a 35, which is another 8. By the way, this 38 was an 11. Muriel. We've got Cancer, the moon. What is this? Pisces, I believe. Angel of intuition and inner peace. Clairalience, which is being able to smell intuitively. Aromatherapy. Calm emotion, gentle touch, patron of empaths, and intuition. I send waves of fragrant harmony and peace to calm your heart and clear your sentient channels to God. The crystal is selenite to help clear and ground your energy. The month is June, peaceful resolution. So you may be getting this news by June. And remember I said it will be time to move on after Mercury leaves shadow. Mercury goes out of retrograde May 14th, and then there's, I believe, 2 weeks of a shadow period, which pretty much brings you to June. So maybe you'll be getting that peaceful resolution in June, which could feel far away for you for sure. But you're getting a couple 8s. You got 3 so far. This is coming. This is happening. It almost feels like the decision has already been made, and it's just a matter of like physically delivering the news, whatever this is for you. And then one more. 21, another 21 right there. We got it. Sagittarius energy. So this is Archangel Daniel, protector of infants and children. So maybe you're wondering who the custody of the children, for instance. You're hoping on getting pregnant, especially, or maybe you are pregnant and you're hoping to get married to kind of seal off the, commitment. Are we doing this? So youthful birth of a child, contagious joy, zest for life, lightness of being and wonder. And also if some of you are pregnant, and if you're very pregnant, you could be very much anticipating the birth of your child, and that's what you don't want to wait for. When you feel weighed down by life or heavy emotions, I will help you reconnect to the wonder and joy of living. Desert rose, we got so many roses today. A matter of weeks, and answer is yes. So everything is turning out in your favor, you guys. You've gotten this confirmed multiple times, okay? So what do you need to surrender, okay, to help you through this waiting period? What do you need to surrender? Surrender your fear of intimacy. This is the energy of receiving, like I was talking about. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Interesting. Okay, what do we need to tell Taurus at this time? Surrender obsessive thinking. Definitely agree with this one. You're obsessing about a person or situation. Turn the dilemma over to spirit. We said that. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Whoa. Wow. What a confirmation. Okay, let's get one more. What does Taurus need to surrender at this time? Surrender to the magic of who you are. Again, with all this beautiful pink and abundant energy. And here's another unicorn. Or this is just a white horse here, but there's a white horse a meadow of flowers. She's in a pink dress that looks like a rose. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Wow, yeah. Just enjoying the beauties of the earth right now. And breathe it in. Like, go out and smell the flowers and allow it to permeate your subtle body, your psychic system, and fill your cup and nourish your energy system and activate you through, remember the clairalience aromatherapy. You like breathe in the flower of the rose, or get like this candle I have here from Cabin Creek, Hawaii. It's a crystal shop here in Hawaii, and they have a line of crystals. This one is called Go Love Yourself, and it's rose quartz and clear quartz with rose petals. So it smells, and it makes the whole room smell like rose oil. So surround yourself with rose oil. That'll lift your spirits. It'll help you feel lighter and more calm, and bring in that harmony energy they're trying to bring you into, so you can rest, reflect, and just expand your energy at this time. Just expand. Get out of that obsessive thinking contraction that can feel really intense, and it create a lot of suffering and a lot of congestion psychically. So just open up to receive, because something's coming for you that's really good. Get ready for it, because you'll just enjoy it that much more, okay? And then it says at the bottom, surrender resentments. Powerful, definitely. Okay, now, what can Taurus ask themselves at this time? What can Taurus ask themselves? I'm going to do two. We've got, wow, here we go. Here's the bison. How can I know myself as absolute? This says be. So how can I, to me, this is how can I know that everything that I need is within me? So there's an element of being in your knowing, being in your power. Remember, you got the Queen of Pentacles. She's in her power. There's no question about it. She's not doubting, and she's not even having to implement the energies or structures of trust. She just knows. And with the bison, there's no wishy-washy energy here. It's very forward. It's very, front forward, eyes on you. This is truth. This is integrity. This is alignment. I have everything I need. Everything I need is within me. And there's no wavering from that truth. Remember, truth card came up a couple times. And then, of course, you got, am I ready to be seen? Soar. So being seen, are you ready to be seen in this new light? And I do feel like you're still asking a few questions, which is very helpful with Mercury in retrograde. And that's what this time is for. So it's time to ask those questions. So I feel like they're wanting you to review the details of a contract, whether that's a marriage contract, divorce contract, business contract, whatever it might be, looking very closely at the details. Maybe not even signing anything until June, which is also guidance usually for contracts during Mercury retrograde, because not all is revealed yet. What else does Taurus need to ask themselves at this time? Ooh, you got the Star. So I feel like this is, there's only a few cards in here that are pictures. And this is your hopes and dreams, your wishes are coming true. This is the manifestation of your dreams. So you're getting a lot of yeses here, Taurus. Okay. So I'm going to pull a final guidance card from your spirit guides here in this deck by Kyle Gray. And then I will read you one final inspirational message, okay, for your birthday. Okay, what do your spirit guides want you to know at this time, Taurus? Wow, holy amethyst, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. And Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Very powerful, okay? Radhe's soul flame is at the bottom. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing at this time. Interesting. Okay. So okay, they want the Messages of Life by Mario Duguay. Okay, let's do this. Okay. What card What is your final guidance for Taurus here for the Taurus birthday reading? Pretty powerful reading we have here. Attaining peace. I like this for you. Today I turn within to find the source of my experiences. There I find the peace that comes from seeking truth. I understand that the riches I discover within myself have a greater value than all the wealth of the outside world. Step by step, I continue my spiritual quest. Little by little, I free myself, rising ever higher and attaining true inner peace. And remember the bison, how can I know myself is absolute? That really applies there. Wow, very powerful reading, Taurus, and layered, definitely layered. You're doing wonderfully. Happy birthday. Enjoy your gifts. Enjoy your rest and reflection time. And I'll see you soon for the next reading. If you're desiring a private reading from me at this time, you can go check out my website at let'sevolvetogethertarot.com, and you can see what I offer there and book, okay? Also, if you resonated with this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. That'd be so helpful for the channel, and I will see you all next time. Namaste.